Good morning. Today is a bittersweet day. It's bitter because we're leaving Washington and we definitely did not get to do everything that we wanted to do. We've been here for about 3 weeks and the truth is things have not gone according to plan this entire time. There's definitely been some highs and lows on this leg of the trip and it's sweet because we're hoping that this new leg of the trip just might shake things up a little. Today we are headed to Oregon.
We're in Oregon. We're in Oregon.
And not just any part of Oregon, we're headed to a bucket list destination. We're going to Canon Beach. In case we lost you, Canon Beach is one of America's most iconic beaches, and Nat Geo has also named it one of the 100 most beautiful places in the world. It's famous for being home to Haystack Rock, the third largest sea stack in the world. This coastline has also been featured in numerous movies, including a personal favorite, The Goonies, and one of Chris's, Twilight. That's why it was on our bucket list. And throughout the day, we're gonna fill you in on some of the details of what the past 3 weeks have been like for us, but there's a lot to do today. We gotta get to work. My drill died. Now for the fun part. When we originally tried to set up camp in this spot, we had a whole ordeal trying to get the RV on these levelers right here, because though this looks like it's a solid rock, underneath it is actually very loose soil. So every time we tried to pull the RV onto the levelers, it would basically drag the levelers with the RV because the RV was way too heavy. So I ended up having to put our blocks under the levelers, which was a very makeshift solution. I should probably invest in a piece of wood for the future. But now we need to get off these levelers, and I'm interested to see how this goes. All right, baby. Forward, just a little. Stop. All right, backwards. Keep coming. Stop. The back leveler is stuck. All right, baby, I don't even know what to do. Try to pull forward just a little. Stop. That was not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. All right, you're good. You can put it in park. We've definitely cracked a couple of these at these spots trying to get this thing stabilized and leveled on these rocks, but it was worth it for these views.
Starting route to Canon Beach.
Our TPMS keeps showing that the driver's side rear tire is lower than the rest, so I'm gonna fill it up real quick before we get too far into this drive. Let's get back on the road. We got a lot of ground to cover. Now for one of the worst parts of RV life, getting gas. We came to Washington State for many reasons. 3 of the biggest reasons were to see and hike North Cascades, Mount Rainier, and Olympic National Park. But unfortunately, due to wildfires, we weren't able to really see or hike the North Cascades or Mount Rainier. At one point, I saw a news article that said this region had the worst air quality in the world. This whole area has been abnormally hot and dry for this time of year, which has just caused that wildfire smoke really to stick around longer than anybody anticipated. And it also means we didn't get to see near as many of the beautiful, colorful fall leaves.
some other small issues like finding good boondocking spots, and last week someone backed into our truck. Now don't get us wrong, those things are very small in the grand scheme of things. We are healthy, we are safe, we are very, very blessed, but we wanted to give you a peek behind the curtain and let you know that sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay. That is a part of RV life, it's a part of life in general, but enough of the bad, let's talk about the good. We celebrated George's birthday with a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. We explored the famous Bavarian town of Leavenworth. It was so charming and fun to walk around. George went to the skate park and got his brink on. Then we met the cutest puppy named Tank. He's so cute.
We saw a seal for the first time on the trip, visited an awesome church, finally came across a Trader Joe's. We met some really great people, met another cute puppo.
Sit. Shake. Oh, good boy.
Took a ferry to Seattle, had some delicious food at Pike Place Market.
Oh my gosh, the pastry.
I know.
It's so flaky. Oh my word. That's hard to put down.
That
Oh my
is.
gosh.
I just said, let me go get a fork and a knife so we can split. He's like, oh, I'll just take a couple bites. It's literally almost gone.
Visited the gum wall.
I don't know if I'm like impressed or disgusted.
Went on a bike ride around Seattle. Drove to Olympic National Park where we were just blown away by the epic beaches. George touched the Pacific Ocean for the first time in his life.
33 years old, first time touching the Pacific Ocean. Okay, it almost touched me.
And we also saw our first Pacific Coast sunset. We went to the town of Forks and did the Twilight tour, went to more epic beaches, and then hiked through the Hall of Mosses in the Hoh Rainforest, which was incredible. Okay, those are some of the highs from our time in Washington. Now back to the drive.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for.
Washington, Oregon! Woo! We're in Oregon. We're in Oregon.
We're on a bridge, and there's a barge going under the bridge right now.
We just pulled into the neighborhood of Canon Beach and I am overwhelmed with excitement. I have wanted to come here for so long. We just got a little glimpse, I think, of one of the sea stacks and it is massive. We saw some big ones in Washington. I think these are about to blow our minds to the next level. I've been wanting to see this for years and pictures just don't do it justice. Right now I am just feeling all of the PNW vibes. It's overcast out, there's a little sea mist in the air. This was such an epic thing I wanted to check off and I'm so glad we came. We're not even staying in town tonight, but we had to stop by as we passed through.
This beach is insane. There's a town right on the shore. The beach is way longer than I ever thought. And then look at that, there's the Haystack Rock right there. It's 235 feet tall. It's the third largest sea stack in the world, and it's probably Oregon's most iconic landmark. Obviously, it's our first time here, so we're not pros on it, but I'm pretty sure we got here at a great time because the tide seems very low, so we're basically able to walk up right to the base of it to really appreciate just how massive it is. It's like a mountain, like a chunk of a mountain just sitting on the shore of this beach. It's incredible. This is incredible. Wow, the sun is just starting to come out a little. There's like a perfect little gap in the clouds, so we're getting some sunlight and it's reflecting off the water. Gosh, look at this! This is insane!
Look at this starfish! It is huge. It doesn't even look like a starfish. It looks like a blob. I've never seen one that big or out of the water. love being on this trip with you. Like, I just feel a sense of joy in my heart, and I'll never forget this. It's a trip of a lifetime. It's something that we'll tell our kids about, and just every time I think about it, I get a huge smile on my face, and I just love you.
Love you too, baby. Like I said earlier, leaving Washington is bittersweet. There is still so much we want to do there, and we're hoping we're going to be able to make it back maybe sometime next year. But being here on Canon Beach and seeing Haystack Rock in person, getting to check that off the bucket list, it's a pretty epic introduction into Oregon, and we're so excited for what the next few days hold.
I need you more.